Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Nichols. Today we're doing a special session today called Cooking with Dad. I have a special, I don't want to say guest, special family member that's going to be helping me out. We're going to get into that later. But I'm sorry for taking so long to make another video. We had some unforeseen circumstances happen, you know how life goes, but we're back at it. We are expecting a baby girl to add to our family. So without further ado, I want to introduce my partner in crime.
Hi, my name is Eileen and I will be cooking with my dad and we're going to be making our special famous sliders.
Ooh! All right, so since you told the viewers that we're going to make our famous sliders, I think we should probably get into it. What you think?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. We'll teach you everything we need to do and how to make these beautiful sliders. So right here we have our seasoning, whatever kind of seasoning that y'all like to use, however much y'all like to use, do so. We using our special seasoning. We can't tell anybody, it's a secret. But anyway, we have some butter. We're gonna put some butter on these beautiful tasting rolls at the end of all of this to put a little spice on this. And of course, we can't make sliders without
cheese, obviously.
That's a no-brainer. And we have 1 egg. We're going to use this egg with the beef, and this is 80-20% lean. 80-20% fat, I'm sorry. And we're using ground chuck. And we're going to put it in the oven and cook it to perfection. We're going to do medium rare, maybe a little bit more on the medium side because my wife is pregnant and the doctor do not recommend raw food or rare food, shall I say, during pregnancy. So let's get right into this. All right.
Now I'm going to be opening ground beef and yeah.
Let's get into it. Open that bad boy up. We like to use ground chuck, the 80-20 blend, because the natural fat's in it. We don't need any oil or anything like that. The fat give it a lot of flavor. Okay.
Now I'm going to crack the egg.
When we cracking the egg, right, we want to put it mostly centered so it won't fall out. Okay. See what you got. Crack that egg. Ooh, beautiful. All right. And that's what we're looking for, right in the center. Okay. So now, what you're gonna do now?
I'm going to blend the egg in.
Yep. We're gonna blend it in with the beef so we can make sure that the beef sticks together. We want it to have the right consistency, especially when we are cooking it and seasoning it. We want everything to stick. Yep, get it all in there. Yep, don't be afraid to mess with it. Go ahead. And get your hands dirty a little bit. And this is an important part, an important step of making sliders, because again, when we're trying to form it to the right size, we don't want it to be too small, too big, and we also don't want it to break up. So this is why we're using the egg. And for those that are allergic to eggs, y'all can replace it with breadcrumbs, store-bought breadcrumbs, or just regular bread pieces. You can break them up and put them in here also. Get all in there. Make sure you get some of this. You see, we still got a little yolk in here. Roll that side up. Yep. Flip it. There you go. And one thing about this process is not to be rushed. We take our time with it and we make sure that anything that we're putting our name on and that we cook that it comes out to perfection, the best that we can. Okay, so now that that's done, what I want you to do is flatten this meat out more, so it should spread out more after you flatten it. There you go. Now what we're doing now is we're flattening the meat to where it's all the same level. So when we cook it, we want it to, of course it's going to shrink a little bit as you cook it, the more you cook it. However, when you're eating something, you want the same consistency in the bite. You want to make sure that one part is not cooked more than the other. And that is very important. Those small details are very important in this process. Okay. That looks good.
And also make sure you wash your hands.
Yes, ma'am. Good call. Okay. I think we're good. What you think?
Yep.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is wash our hands first. And we'll be right back.
Now I'm going to dump the meat into the pan, and I'm going to sprinkle this on here, but you don't have to do both sides, but I think I'm gonna do that. But now I'm going to get this. Now I'm going to flatten the meat evenly. So make sure all the meat is like in the pan. Sometimes the meat won't be like, you know, perfect in the pan, but try your best.
And that's all we can ask for at the end of the day, is to try your best. That's what cooking is about. Art. Expressing your passion through foods. Okay, you're doing a good job. We're gonna close in that section over there.
Now I'm going to take the seasoning and I'm going to spread it everywhere.
Ooh, here come the flavor. Seasoning like you love it. I already know these sliders are gonna melt in our mouth. They're gonna be good, juicy, especially now that we got Eilina over here ready to do her thing.
Oh, and also make sure you don't season food. That's disgusting and that's gross.
Absolutely.
I'm going to pat it evenly, so yeah. And when you put the season on it, your meat is gonna look a little darker, so that means like you have the seasoning on there. Now I'm going to spread the seasoning evenly. So make sure you press on the meat like little hard, not, you know, soft.
You want to make sure you apply a little pressure, right?
Yeah, because you're not hurting it. It's
Ain't nothing
already
wrong with a
hurt.
little pressure. You're right, ain't nobody getting hurt. There, and we have the temperature set at 400 degrees. All right, close that bad boy. What we gonna set the timer for?
For 15 minutes, so, hey Google, set the timer for 15 minutes.
Sure, 15 minutes, starting now.
So now I'm going to take the pan out and gonna put the pan right here. Hey Google, stop. Now I'm going to pick up the pan and drain the meat juice. So make sure food doesn't fall out.
And while we're doing that, it's because we're about to get ready to put the beef on the actual slider buns, the rolls, and we don't want the bread to get soggy. Nobody want to eat a soggy slider, so.
Now I'm going to use this and I'm going to cut it evenly and I'm going to put it right here. And then if it doesn't come if it's not evenly, we're going to cut it with a knife to make it even. So.
And while Alina does that, I'm going to get the butter prepared to put on the rolls. Put this in the microwave for a few seconds, let it melt. Good. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. Slide it right under there. Yep.
Now I'm going to put it right here. Now I'm going to get the cheese and I'm going to spread it everywhere. Hopefully I don't break it. Every time I open a pack of cheese, I always break it. So.
Well, it's 2022. New year, new you, right?
Okay, and then now I'm going to pick up the bread and put it right here.
And after she do that, I am going to butter the bread. Make sure. No?
I'm gonna do it. You pick up the trash.
The trash?
Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome to Cooking with Alina, I guess. Us dads, we get no love out here. It's hard for us.
Okay, now I am going to use this. And I'm going to butter it on the bread like I'm painting it. I don't need his help. Got mine.
We know you'll need my help.
And you're just gonna butter it like paint. Now I'm going to put it in the oven so the butter can soak in the bread and the cheese can melt. So yeah. And you can actually do it.
Me? Okay, well, I guess because I got my mitts on, I'll do it. All right, so how long am I putting this in for? About a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Cooking with Alina. Y'all heard it first? All right, we'll see. This better be good too.
Now we're gonna put them right here, but we're gonna cut them first. So do the honors.
Thank you. This is gonna be good. Well, I hope so. Since Alina took the show from me. Would you bet your house on this?
Huh?
Would you bet your house on how good this is? Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll see. They got that nice, you can hear the little crunch, a little small crunch. It's not big. That's that butter in there. All right, so we'll set these up.
We're gonna do a pyramid castle, so you can copy us if you want to. Doesn't matter. We're going to taste it. So
So before we bite this, you telling me that this is good. This is gonna be top of the line. Let's see. Cheers.
Sorry for the people that are hungry.
We killed it.
Bye. See
This
you
is-
next time.
See y'all next time. This is Cooking with Dad. I hope y'all enjoy that special. Now it's time for the family to eat.